Most drivers only fix problems after they happen. But mechanics? We use small tricks at home that stop failures before they even start. These simple moves keep engines healthier, reduce surprise breakdowns, and reveal issues long before they grow. They aren't dealership procedures, just real mechanic shortcuts anyone can do in minutes. That's why these tricks make such a difference. Today you're about to see 17 quick tricks that boost engine life, prevent hidden faults, and make your car run smoother with almost no effort. Small steps, big results. The same quiet methods we use on our own vehicles. And if you want more clear, practical car knowledge, feel free to subscribe for future videos. And the first trick starts even before you turn the key. Trick number 1, battery wake-up trick. Here's something most drivers never do, but every mechanic quietly relies on. Before starting the car, turn on the headlights for a few seconds. This small move stabilizes the battery by waking the chemical reaction inside it, especially on cold mornings when voltage naturally drops. A battery that's been sitting overnight reacts slower, and that hesitation is what causes weak cranks or sudden failures. This quick trick gives the battery a gentle push, letting it deliver cleaner power the moment you turn the key. It's simple, fast, and prevents those "why won't it start" surprises. But that wasn't the whole issue. Trick number 2, water mist brake diagnosis. Brake noise can fool even experienced drivers, but this quick mechanic trick exposes the real cause instantly. A light mist of water on the brake rotor changes the sound for a few seconds, helping you tell whether the squeal is coming from worn pads, a sticking caliper, or simple dust buildup. If the noise disappears briefly, it's usually dust or glazing. If it stays the same, the hardware is the real problem. This tiny test saves time, avoids guesswork, and helps you understand what's happening before spending money. But that wasn't the only hidden brake clue. Trick number 3, heat gun oil filter release. A stuck oil filter can turn a simple job into a battle, but mechanics use a heat trick to make it effortless. A few seconds of gentle heat around the metal filter housing causes it to expand just enough to break the seal without force. No crushed filters, no broken tools, no frustration. It's one of the simplest ways to avoid a messy struggle, especially on older engines where filters tighten over time. This tiny bit of warmth frees the threads and saves your knuckles every time. But the next trick reveals engine trouble without opening anything. Trick number 4, tailpipe misfire pulse test. You can feel a misfire before you ever hear it, and mechanics use the tailpipe to check it. Place your hand near the exhaust and pay attention to the rhythm. A healthy engine produces steady, even pulses. A misfire shows up as an uneven beat or a sudden soft puff that breaks the pattern. This test tells you immediately whether the issue is ignition, fuel, or compression related. No tools required. It's quick, it's accurate, and it works on almost any car. But air leaks can trick even a good engine into acting weak. Trick number 5, DIY vacuum leak smoke trick. Engines breathe, and a vacuum leak interrupts that airflow in ways drivers rarely note. Mechanics use a simple smoke test at home by moving incense or a smoke stick around hoses and intake joints. If the smoke gets pulled suddenly into a specific spot, that's your leak. It's a fast way to find cracked hoses, loose clamps, or aging intake gaskets that cause rough idle, weak acceleration, or random stalling. No scanners, no expensive machines, just controlled smoke and a careful eye. But spark issues can hide even deeper signs of trouble. Trick number 6, credit card plug gap estimate. A weak spark doesn't always need tools to spot it. Mechanics sometimes use a simple plastic card to quickly feel the gap on a spark plug when proper gauges aren't around. If the card slides through too easily or feels noticeably loose, the plug is likely out of spec. It's not a replacement for a real gauge, but it tells you fast when a plug needs attention, and spark problems lead directly into the next hidden issue. Quick pause: if you're finding this useful, consider subscribing for more quick mechanic tricks. Trick number 7, dish soap tire leak reveal. Slow tire leaks drain fuel economy and wear out rubber quietly. A thick mix of dish soap and water brushed over the sidewall or valve stem exposes leaks instantly as growing bubbles. Mechanics use this at home because it's cheap, fast, and more accurate than guessing by eye. Even tiny punctures or bead leaks show themselves within seconds. And if the bubbles don't appear outside, the real problem might be inside the braking system. Trick number 8, overnight brake pedal leak test. Your brake system can warn you without moving the car. Mechanics press the brake pedal firmly for several seconds with the engine. If the pedal slowly sinks, the master cylinder may be leaking internally. This quiet test reveals problems long before full brake failure happens on the road. It's simple, safe, and incredibly telling. And once you know the brakes are solid, the next hidden check comes from your AC. Trick number 9, AC temperature drop check. Your AC's health shows in the first few minutes. Mechanics compare the center vent temperature to the outside air to see if the system cools quickly enough. A proper AC should drop noticeably fast, showing the compressor and refrigerant level are doing their job. If the temperature barely changes, there's an efficiency loss somewhere, and cooling issues often point to another overlooked system. Trick number 10. Coolant mirror visibility trick. Coolant tanks can be hard to read, especially when the plastic gets hazy. Mechanics shine a phone's flashlight behind the reservoir to backlight the fluid, instantly revealing the true level. This avoids overfilling or running low, both of which can cause overheating. It's simple, clean, and works on almost any car design. And once coolant checks out, fuel quality becomes the next hidden factor. Trick number 11. High-octane additive flush. Mechanics sometimes use a high-octane fuel plus a quality additive to clean injectors and reduce buildup without complex tools. This simple mix helps keep the fuel system smoother, especially on cars that see short trips or inconsistent gas quality. It's an easy preventative step most drivers skip, even though it makes a big difference in responsiveness. And the next trick shows how even belt noise can reveal deeper issues. Trick number 12, wet hand belt squeal test. A squealing belt doesn't always mean replacement. Mechanics lightly dampen their fingertips and touch the belt's edge while it's idling. If the noise changes instantly, the belt surface is glazed or worn. If nothing changes, the tensioner or pulley is the real issue. This quick test helps separate belt wear from accessory problems without tearing anything apart. And once you know the belt's condition, airflow sensors reveal the next clue. Quick reminder, enjoying these tips? Hit subscribe to stay ahead of hidden car problem. Trick number 13. Q-tip MAF dirt indicator. A dirty MAF sensor weakens acceleration long before warning lights appear. Mechanics use a simple Q-tip to gently check for dust on the sensor housing without touching the element itself. Light debris means restricted airflow or a dirty filter upstream. It's a fast warning sign that something in the intake path isn't clean. And if the sensor checks out, door electronics might surprise you next. Trick number 14, 2-key door lock reset. Older door locks sometimes act weak, but mechanics use a simple reset before replacing parts. One key goes in the ignition, the other in the door. Turning them together resets the actuator's response on many older models. It's a quick fix that often restores smooth operation. And once the doors behave, it's time to check the brakes where most drivers never look. Trick number 15, reverse brake drag test. Rear brake issues show themselves in reverse. Mechanics apply light brake pressure while backing up and listen for scraping, dragging, or uneven resistance. This reveals worn shoes, weak hardware, or dust buildup instantly. It's a simple move that exposes what forward driving hides, and proper stopping power leads straight into better visibility. Trick number 16, headlight wall alignment trick. Misaligned headlights reduce visibility more than most drivers realize. Mechanics park a few feet from a wall and mark the beam height before adjusting. Small tweaks left or right restore perfect focus and night clarity. It's faster than using tools and works on almost any model. And once the lights are sharp, the final clue comes from your cabin air. Trick number 17, cabin filter first burst smell test. A quick AC burst tells you the cabin filter's health. If the first airflow carries a damp or dusty smell, the filter is holding moisture or debris. Mechanics use this as the fastest way to know when it needs replacing. Clean air means a cleaner evaporator and smoother cooling. And with this last trick, your car now gets the same quiet care mechanics give their own vehicles at home. Final thought, these simple tricks are the same quiet steps mechanics use on their own cars long before any warning light shows up. Small checks, fast observations, and tiny habits that stop breakdowns before they start. When you stack all 17 together, your car runs cleaner, starts easier, and stays reliable in ways most drivers never notice until something goes wrong. These aren't complicated repairs, they're smart moves anyone can do at home with almost no tools. And if you want more practical, real-world shortcuts that keep your car ahead of problems, feel free to subscribe for future videos. With the right knowledge, you'll always stay one step ahead of hidden issues before they turn expensive.